Hey Capricorn, this is going to be your Will We Be Together love and relationship reading for the month of July. Keep in mind, this is a general love reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Capricorn. If it resonates with you, that's great. But if not, feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign. I'll leave a timestamp in the comment section below, and let's just speed through the laying out of your spread. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to read this side as your energy, this side as your partner's. If you resonate more with this side, feel free to just reverse the roles. So it's interesting because I get this very independent energy from the two of you. It feels like, and not just independent within just your own lives in general. I feel like you're operating very much so independent of one another. Whatever that kind of means to you, because I feel like for some people they're still in this relationship, but there's almost as if there's a great divide and you're operating very much so separately, and then some of you are not even with this person whatsoever. I get this energy of both of you kind of doing your own thing, but let's jump into this. So you're coming up here as the Page of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the King of Swords. I will tell you that you're coming across, Capricorn, as an energy that in the recent past you've decided, as far as it pertains to this relationship, that it's this energy of, look, I'm looking out for number one. And right now, number one is you and what's best for you. You're coming across as if you are willing to do whatever it takes with this Five of Swords energy to protect yourself here, or to do what's best for you. I get an energy like you're no longer concerned with this other person's feelings or concerned with what they have going on in their life. You're not concerned with how they feel. I get this energy from you, Capricorn, like you're just like, and I don't know what the impetus of this feeling is, but it's like, it's a really, I just don't care anymore. Very much so this, like, I don't give a attitude, you know what I mean? And that's kind of how you're come across. Something put you in this energy with the Five of Swords energy, or this is just a decision that you made based on where you're at in your life, that you have to just focus on yourself and not worry about this other person or others here that aren't for you. I do get the sense though, because you're in this Page of Swords energy presently, it tells me that you still wonder about this person. You may still inquire about them. You may still check up on them every now and then. May pop over to their page on social media, whatever. I get there's an energy where you're still inquisitive about them. I get an energy like you still wonder if they're okay, if they're doing all right. But I get this energy like right now you're just not in a space where you actually want to communicate. I will tell you, you're hoping for something, with that being the King of Swords here as what you're hoping for. There's an energy like you're hoping to find out the truth about something, or to have a full and well-rounded understanding of a situation with this person, maybe of where this relationship is, if you two are going to mend this and where the relationship would go. But for you to come up with all air energies, it's telling me that the decisions you're making right now are coming from a very cerebral and logical place. They're coming from your intellect, not necessarily your intuition, and not necessarily your emotions either. I get this very much so an energy from you that you're very, very calculated in what you'll say right now, how you'll communicate. If you're talking to this person, you're very, very meticulous about specifically what you say, how long your message is. I get that you are purposefully trying to either be very, very short with them and not express a ton of emotion right now, especially if it comes to like written or verbal communication. I get an energy like you have no problem letting this person know this either. You're not trying to come off very warm and fuzzy. You are trying to come off, if you are speaking to this person, as more of a very bit of a colder energy, I have to say it. Not frigid, but colder for sure. Very careful with what you say, how you say it. Very, very much so. And I'm wondering here, because you viewed this person as the Eight of Pentacles in the past, and I'll get to your person in a minute. So that's kind of telling me one of two things. Either you feel like this person repeats cycles and does not learn from their mistakes. They get trapped in cycles and they aren't able to break free of them with the Ace of Pentacles. Or you could just view this person as a very diligent, hardworking individual with the Eight of Pentacles. Someone that either tried to make things work, or you could view this person as a lot of work. The relationship with them felt like another job, or just felt like it was difficult. It's a very tenuous relationship. Now, your person here, they're coming up as the Emperor, so you could be dealing with an Aries. Sometimes it's definitely Aries energy. Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So it's interesting energy. I get this energy from this person that what they really are seeking with the sixes here, they're seeking harmony and balance and structure in their life right now. Right now, what's most important to this person is feeling dominant, feeling in control. I get an energy from this person where they're just either taking control of their own life or in the process of doing so. I get a strong energy like this person is in the process of overcoming something from their past, because with the Six of Cups is what they brought to this connection. It's telling me that either they brought things from the past, they could have had past childhood trauma, they could have had, they could have children that they brought to the relationship. But what I'm really feeling is with the Six of Pentacles, I get there was a little bit of an idealism with this person. Because this is not the most mature of energy. So to jump from this to the Emperor where they're at now, I get an energy like they may have been very immature. They brought some type of immaturity in the past. And now all of a sudden they've matured in how they view relationships. Something has forced them, I feel, to do this. And it could be lost with this Five of Cups as what's externally influencing them in this relationship, in this connection. They could have lost someone recently with the Five of Cups. They could have lost a job recently. They've experienced something. I mean, it could be the loss of you as well, but there's something about this loss and this feeling of lost that they've experienced that's pushed them into this like Emperor energy of wanting to feel like they have control over some aspect of their life. I get an energy of like this person's growing up. There's something that's forced this person to grow. With the Six of Pentacles being what they're hoping for, I do get strong reciprocity energy. I get atonement as well a little bit from this card in this particular spread. So I get an energy where they want to extend some part of themselves to you. They may want to give you something that they feel like you deserve with the Six of Pentacles energy. But you have to be a little bit careful with this energy as well, because while this person, I can tell, is growing as a process, right? So we all have like remnants of our immaturity that can creep up here. And sometimes the Six of Pentacles, even though someone may be willing to give something to you and wants to give maybe something of themselves or of their time, it may not be at the level or the quantity that you would like with the Six of Pentacles energy. So just keep that in mind. Now, in the past, they viewed you as the High Priestess. Okay. There's a strong energy here where they either felt like you were very secretive, you withheld things from them. You could have withheld how you felt, could have withheld your true feelings or your true thoughts, or they just felt like you were just kind of like a hard egg to crack. They couldn't get into your head. They could also view you as someone who was very, very intuitive, someone who they really felt like, I get wise. I get this energy of like they felt like you were very wise. You have a spirit or an aura about you that this person sees as very, very wise, almost like magical. I get that energy very strongly here with so many major arcana and very powerful major arcana here. Now, your doubts and fears, I've got the World card, and then your external, I've got the Fool card. What a juxtaposition here, right? I get this energy like for some of you, you feel you're doubting whether this relationship or this connection is actually over with the World card. You're not sure if this cycle's completely closed out, even though you have moved into a space where you're focused on yourself. You may feel like there's still a connection or there's some kind of contract that hasn't been fulfilled with this person. And you feel like there's a lot of newer energy that's coming in for you with the Fool card. You may have started a new job. You may have new business, new friendships, new connections, new challenges. You may feel like you're experiencing new circumstances at every turn right now, potentially with this Fool card. Very strong Aries energy here. And this could also be what you desire. You want something new here, almost as if you're welcoming in something new. Someone new could have come into your life, or you are welcoming in the new, even though you may feel like this relationship isn't completely over, or you haven't completed this particular contract yet. I feel like also though, for some of you, even though I get this energy like you feel like it's what's best for you is to pull back from this person and like withdraw from them. But and I'm not saying this is all of you, but it feels like there's a group of you where for some of you, you're still scared to let this relationship go or let this connection go. It's difficult for you. Almost as if you're like, and it's really far, like in the back of your mind, like, I wonder what could be or could have been. There's still like these lingering thoughts, you know? For this person's doubts and fears, they have the Two of Wands. So I get very strong energy, like I was saying, that this person wants to and is in the process of taking control over their life. They're having some pretty spiritual shifts going on for them. But I get the sense that with the Two of Wands here, it's telling me that This gives me the energy of someone who is trying to control something, but doesn't necessarily know which way to go or what steps to take to do so. I get this energy of this person like growing into, like you see like a fawn when they're just born and they're trying to like establish their equilibrium to kind of stand up and walk. I get that energy. Like that's what I'm sensing is this person, they want to make efforts in some sense to move forward, but they don't necessarily know the how. They don't know the steps that they're going to take. They don't know how to go about it with the Two of Wands. They have a lot of self-doubt. And it's not even just about you, because like I said, you two are feeling like very independent of one another. But this person's battling with some kind of self-doubt here. Self-defeating thoughts for sure with this individual. For sure. I get this energy too, like they have, I get this energy like this person doubts they can find love or can be loved. It's not the... Ooh, okay. Or when love comes into their life, they question it to the point where it's like they push it away. Okay, so let's talk about how you two are viewing each other now. So you're viewing this person as the Five of Pentacles. I keep getting this energy like with these fives, right? They have the sixes. You have the change. The change is happening faster in you for sure on this side. But I get this energy like you view this person like a bit of a lost soul with the Five of Pentacles energy here. I also get that for some of you, you feel like that this person needs a lot of help, needs guidance, that they're lacking something. Like they're lacking in emotion, lacking in spiritual growth, they're at a deficit when it comes to romantic relationships and being equipped with the tools that are necessary to navigate one. And they're viewing you as the magician, like, I mean, look at how they view you, the High Priestess and the Magician. Someone who's very wise and someone who can manifest whatever they want. They have a very high opinion of you. And I get this energy like they're trying to step into their own power and develop and try to overcome some of their own self-defeating thoughts. With the Magician card is how they view you. It's telling me that for some of you, they feel like they feel like you're a bit sneaky, a bit deceptive, like they don't know they feel like you're always planning, or they may feel like you're plotting something with the Magician card. They just don't know what to make of what it is that you'll do or what it is necessarily that you want to manifest. It's interesting because like I said in the beginning, there's a definite void in between the two of you. And I get this energy like you're both making a lot of assumptions about each other and each other's intentions when you do kind of think of each other. I also get this energy like this person feels like if you wanted this connection, you would be the one to initiate, or there's an energy like if they really wanted it, they would let me know. Like, I get this energy like they feel like it's your choice. Like there's this energy like they feel like you either called the shots in the relationship or you called the shots in this connection, and they're trying to, I get that they're trying to battle that here. They're trying to like step up to whatever level you're at. They're trying to meet you there on a spiritual plane, whether they're talking to you or not, whether you're communicating or not. It's something about the way this person views you that even if y'all aren't ever together, they'll always view you as like this kind of like, almost as if you're like the epitome of manifestation and wisdom. very, very interesting energy. They hold you in high esteem, but I feel like their actions don't comport with that. So it's very, very difficult here. Let's look at your outcome here. I feel like I'm all over the place. This person has very, very conflicting energies and a lot of inner work that needs to happen here. Because when you try to establish control without, looking within to determine where that desire comes from and if it's coming from a healthy place, it can kind of set you up for a lot of hardships. So your outcome cards, we have the Tower and the Shaman, who in this deck is the High Priestess. So it tells me here that there's going to be a major spiritual awakening here, like mutually for the both of you. It's interesting because I'll be frank with you, it doesn't even feel like this relationship is meant to be romantic. I know people are going to hate that. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like there's something about this connection or this relationship that's meant to evolve you both spiritually. Whether you end up with this person or not, there's something here that's going to happen here almost out of the blue. There's some kind of spiritual shift and connection or spiritual, I get almost as if it's like this supernova kind of energy where there's some major spiritual shifts that are going to happen within both of you. And I get this sense that also for some of you who are dealing with this person, there's going to be like an onslaught of information that comes out. Some of it could be secrets. I get this energy too where there's going to be like a spontaneous expression of feelings and thoughts that both of you harbored but never shared with each other. And when that happens, it's going to cause a major shift, not only in this relationship, but just how you view relationships and people and yourself in general. It's a deep conversation that really, really needs to happen. Because I feel once it happens, you two can kind of decide whether you want to move forward, but I don't feel like this is like necessarily the romantic, you two don't feel like the romantic partners for each other. It feels more like there's a shift that you guys need to be the catalyst to get going in one another so you can move on to something new, something fresh. I would definitely, this is kind of have this conversation. I wouldn't even wait for the Tower for this. I'd be my own Tower for this. Because there are lessons that you need to learn from this person. There are things that you haven't shared and there's things that they haven't shared that the two of you need to for your, further progression. So I hope that this was helpful. I know it's all over the place. Provided you with just a little bit of clarity. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.